Hello, this is Gary Westby, champagne buyer with KLWine Merchants, here today to talk to you about the 2008 Billecart-Salmon Cuvée Elisabeth, their prestige cuvée, their top-end cuvée for rosé. This house, synonymous with rosé for very, very good reason, releases only a quite tiny amount of this. It's only the 14th release of this wine in the history of the house, the first one being back in 1988, and the last one being the 2007. And of course, the '08s are legendary by now, and it certainly proved to be the best vintage of my 25-year career working with champagne. An incredible year, very, very similar to 1996. Many of you probably heard me give this description many times before, so I'll keep it short. But it was a year with great sun, but with a very, very unusual cool east wind that has only ever blown in during the harvest season once before, which was in 1996. Another great vintage, but a lot of the people in the region will say that 2008 is like 1996, except without the winemaking mistakes that came along with having ingredients that had at one point or at the same time both incredible natural acidity, almost 10 grams per liter of natural acidity, and also incredible ripeness, around 10 degrees, 10% potential alcohol. So this incredible packed concentrated style has only ever happened twice in the history of champagne, and the '08s were the ones where people had experienced once before, since it had happened just 12 years before. So let's get started and taste this. Now, this wine is entirely Grand Cru, a roll call of the best. Yeasty, Verzenay, Ambonnet, almost all of the greatest of the Grand Crus of the Montagne de Reims, the Valley of the Marne, and the Côte de Blanc are inside this bottle. But the thing that makes it really special isn't the Grand Cru, it's the Premier Cru. So the Marolles that goes into this wine is really what lights it up and makes it super, super special. The red wine is made from a plot called the Valfroy, and this is a plot that's right next to the Clos de Gouas. So here we are and we have Epernay here, and then we have the village of Marolles right next to Ailly, and right on the water here, right next to the Gouas, is the Valfroy. And here they have a plot of 80-year-old Pinot Noir vines, obviously old Massals, and that red wine is the limiting factor for the production of the Cuvée Elisabeth, because once this small yielding vineyard has given the red wine that it can give, and you've added around 10% of red wine into this blend, which is otherwise about 55% of Pinot Noir and 45% of Chardonnay, you're done. You can't make any more than that. Now, I tasted this earlier with my friend Clement from Billecart and Eric Lecour from Chambers, and the thing that really struck me the most about it was the near Vin Romanée-like power of the dark, dark cherry fruit that's in this wine, and how that is married to this line of chalky, acidic drive and incredible length that one very rarely gets in champagne, and is really the hallmark of the best of the '08s. The cherry component in it is really striking, as is the really, really lovely pastry crust toast on the nose. And the texture and the bead are absolutely perfect. And to have this sort of creaminess, but also to have this sort of length, to have something that's at once generous, but also has that little bit of strictness on the end. This is a champagne for the ages, and one that I'm very, very pleased to be drinking right now, but I would think is going to be magnificent in 10, 20, 30, 40, you name it, years. A toast to you.